for that team as well as the core of what was 80k in M80. And let's check out what we've got in this pistol round. T side for 5yclone going outside on Nuke.
Yeah, JamYoung trying to tap away with the P250 at range. But it's Wolfy who makes contact first, and JamYoung will find him. M80 have already got 3 players down towards lower. And so as 5yclone posture for the B play, they actually go into the vent here and they look to go for a bit of a mid-round change. They're going to completely up and leave this M80 setup, and they go into an empty top site. That's kind of a crazy way for the pistol to start.
Fully pranked, fully, yeah. I mean, that's a round, right? Even though you have kit, smoke, flash, 5 players in a post plant on Nuke site will not be an easy way in. Now, M80 can play this properly, right? Set up the util, go for a pop out of heaven together. But 5yclone, with players in the hut, they will not be blinded. It's all about getting this first kill. You've got to start storming in, and Rek will. Swisher follows up. They drop into the site. They don't clear Kaze, and they live to regret it. Open plant. Smoke goes on it. Maybe they can get a stick off. Some missed shots for JamYoung, spamming the smoke, and 5yclone will get it over the line. 3 from JamYoung, and 5yclone take that pistol. M80 make it interesting, but all towards the B bomb site, Harry. 2 out of position for that. I do love Nuke, though. I love watching...
just in general.
In general, well, my favorite map, yeah, obviously.
Good,
but when you're going to have a brawly game like this, I mean, already calls like that in the pistol round, 5yclone coming in prepped, and going again, once more, outside with Galils.
Already there's this double rotate down towards lower again. M80 are trying to be very proactive with these rotates down lower. But I mean, as we've seen, 5yclone aren't ones to necessarily dedicate once they've got the smokes down. And so right now they just hold, waiting to kind of gauge the reactions that M80 bring to the table. And Mercury does now start to up and leave B. So as he goes back, Mercury is in retrograde.
There it is. That's, wow, you used it round 2, Harry. You've been holding it. But for 1 round, you couldn't wait any longer.
Here we go.
Banger, Rek, again, out of the A site as M80 essentially put into a retake once more. It's not realistic as the guns come running them down. Rek takes 1. Malbs, Guatemalan talent here. This is the guy I want to see perform today if M80 are going to take this matchup.
Come on, Malbs. Do what you always do with the Deagle. There's
there
one.
Is.
Any more from Malbs MD.
He is a doctor of death here, Harry. But even he knows that this will be an operation too far. Trying to save the Galil. They will exit through the lobby, and he might just get traded here. 2 more players chase him. 5yclone take some casualties, but they come through with a conversion. Solid start for 5yclone, though. Not panicking in these pressure moments. Finding the gaps.
Do you want to talk about Malbs? You want to talk on why we love Malbs?
Yeah.
You know, we kind of been long-time Malbs fans.
Original Malbers. Malbses.
Malbses.
What's your favorite thing about Malbs?
There's just so many things, man.
How many languages does Malbs speak?
It's constantly growing and evolving and changing. I have heard that.
At least 3.
Now. It's at least 3.
If not more. See what Malbs has in store. Obviously, Guatemalan, lived in North America for a long time. We saw him pop his head in 0-0 Nation and Team 1 speaking Portuguese. This round is not live.
That's good, honestly. More Malbs time.
More Malbs time, yeah.
Okay, so over COVID, back when we were, you know, when you had the regions locked down, we spent a lot of time covering NA, and Malbs would always be a bit of a highlight for us.
Yeah, also because he was the only guy we could interview on Team 1, it felt like. I felt we only spoke to Malbs. I
was never complaining.
No.
You would always have him in there, and he would always be down to have a good time. I think he brings a good vibe with him. He's very, very talented. So it's sick to see him, you know.
Sick pistols. Just talented player.
Yeah, so it's sick to see him link up with M80.
And very young, 20 years, Harry. It makes you feel ancient, doesn't it? You old
It really
man.
does, because, you know, we've literally been interviewing this guy for years. And he's still, like, at the start.
Crack open the box, get their phone out, log back in. Got to do what you got to do.
I do like the phone boxes.
Yeah, it's very protective. No one's getting in
Like,
there.
look at that, man. You're not breaking into that. You're not accepting a trade mid-game. All right, that's done.
Oh, he's got to go through. He's got to lift out 4 phones. Mine's at the bottom. Sorry. Ooh, intense.
Like, look,
Is that
it's
is that a tornado warning, Harry? Is there a cyclone on the horizon?
Hey, it's another cyclone-based joke.
You had a few of them yesterday. You're on the etymology. So we should just be good to getting Kaze back in the server. Saw him setting up before anyone else. Had a little chat to him before the game.
Oh, yeah? How's he doing?
He's doing well, man. He's happy to be back. He's a little jet-lagged. Cyclone flew in late. That's one thing that's different. I think, you know, a lot of different teams, different approaches. Teams that have boot camped in Europe for too long, going, okay, I've been here a month now, going into Pro League, that's too much. Teams that came here a week before say that's kind of perfect, get a taste of the practice, lose the jet lag. For example, the Roosters did that. M80 have been in the Endpoint facility over in the UK as well.
All right, bit of a collab.
Yeah. There we go. Thumbs up. And so, yeah, a bit of time in Europe to practice, but Cyclone not quite as fortunate. Obviously, visas have often been an issue for Asian teams. We've seen them struggle to attend events in the past. As a result, not here in Malta though. Cyclone arrived right on time, and man, they took Na'Vi. Yeah, they could have easily gone down without a fight in that game, but they put on 2 double-digit maps. It was impressive. Of course, the Rare Atom of last season took a map off of Na'Vi, very different Na'Vi, but still, not a bad start by any means.
Yeah, no, not by a long shot, honestly. And I think even the fact that when we had Alexi on the couch, he said, like, I wasn't super worried on Inferno, but he said, like, even on Mirage, you know, he had, like, the creeping concerns that it wasn't going to be an easy Na'Vi win.
And that's why Yanko liked the veto we had today. No Inferno, Mirage, right? You're not going into what the Asian teams often destroy on. Going back to the Mongols, how good they were on Inferno, the Bane of Brazil on that map, Nuke as well has been a bit of a pick. But when you talk about Asian CS, you talk about Inferno, Mirage. These are the maps that historically we see teams like Tyloo and Vici come into these DreamHack events and these big ESL 1 events and get massive upsets in those opening games where they come in as the low seed versus some of the best teams in the world. Na'Vi as an organization have experienced that as well. So today, M80 just stay away from that. They go for an Anubis, a new map that's probably not as well pracked, and an Overpass, also a very difficult map to put together.
I got some good news for you, Hugo.
Yes.
Kaze has just rejoined the server.
Fantastic news, Harry.
And so now I need that monologue that you've prepared.
About Kaze?
You know what it's on. Yeah, Kaze v Malbs, the head-to-head of
I'll wait till it's
Lifetime.
ready and then I'll intro it in 20.
Okay, yeah.
The 20-second freeze time. Oh, it's here now. Oh, the pressure's on.
Oh,
here we go.
The pressure's on. Here we go. The monologue's out.
The weather is clearing, Harry. Oh god, it's restarted. Oh, it's paused again. Oh wait, I've got to hold this.
Hang on.
I don't have a monologue.
No, you do, man. I've seen you working on it.
Okay, fine. I'll admit it.
Here we go. 15 seconds to
and
make it all
count. Out in the distance, the weather is clearing, Harry. The storm is over. Kaze is back in the server. And Cyclone are ready to play. I don't know. I didn't have shit.
There we go. No, that was a pretty good. It wasn't
my best
That was
work.
a monologue. You can't argue with that. So here we go. M80.
Please talk.
They've got the pistols out
Okay,
on a little partial round.
I think mine was better.
All right, bro, come on now. We're 3 rounds in.
Malbs D carry. We got a Malbs D and we got a Wolfy scout. Questions for Wolfy, I think, today. He had a bit of a poor showing with the orb yesterday, but this one hits hard. More pistols on ramp. They don't clear it. It's a mess for Advent. Third Deagle in line to the throne and cut down, guillotined on the ramp room. Damage done, though. Don't count M80 out of making this round interesting. And this reposition, oh, this is massive for Rek.
Yeah, this
might be the round.
Rek's got it. Rek's got it
Not
in
clearing
the bag.
him.
No one's going to check this. They line up for him. 3 HP on JamYoung. Rek doesn't finish the job, but he does have the bomb down in lobby. His teammate in the vent going to try and come up, and timing's everything for Swisher. Oh, Swisher, darling, that one's free. Mercury dead, and JamYoung can't finish it off. So with the pistols, M80 claim their first. It's that pushing in the lobby for Rek that really helps seal the deal.
Yeah, and there's a screaming coming out from Swisher early. I can't believe he opts to go for the triple Deagle spam rather than just line up a headshot. Obviously trying to save Rek, but there's ways this can go wrong. Like, that's so dangerous. Wins the round though, doesn't he? Some well-placed shots, a ramp stack, Wolfy with the opener, and that's going to afford him an AWP as well. M80 coming with the big guns, and CycLone already having the wind sucked out of their sails.
Well, Wolfy has a plan to be involved with his AWP. He's pushed all the way in a secret to open up this round, started ramp, dropped in early, and is now teed up to try and stop any funny business out in the yard. The molly will force him back off the secret stairs, so he's got to hold a bit more of a passive line. Swisher is caught trying to go above those smokes and spot down on secret. Wolfy's seen something there, going to get out with one. Mercury falls, and Wolfy just goes through the motions, switches onto the next angle. They're trying to bait this shot out of him, and a missed one for Wolfy. We'll see him fall to JamYoung. 4v3. And if M80 try to re-aggro lobby, which he wouldn't be amiss for doing here, they are going to slip right on by Moseyuh.
Timing though.
Is going to be weird. Oh, he's being held, and the Tech-9 wins that. You can't really attempt this anymore if you're M80. And even as they trickle in at the close, it will be a done deal. JamYoung makes it so.
Smooth hops for Malbs, but it's all just to save. And JamYoung, the second he got that kill, he is beelining for CT Spawn. Malbs is going to have to fight for survival in this round as CycLone immediately reset with the rifles. A quick lower take again. JamYoung, this kill would get almost all of the money out of M80, and that's just not the angle for Malbs to get wide swung on, is it? 3-1 for CycLone. Great start for the Chinese roster. And Kazi's got his AWP out as well, having a great day in the office against Na'Vi.
Yeah, this was the sad moment for Wolfy where he kind of realized it's all falling apart. I think he's pretty interesting to look at, is Wolfy.
Yeah.
Obviously, with his shared Swedish-American kind of setup he's got going on there. It's interesting when you look at the teams that he's been a part of. Been on Ecstatic. Of course, back there was in it with Bird from Sky, Fasher. Manx was around as well. They started playing together back in Lyngby Vikings, did those two.
Yeah, Wolfy's been milling around EU and NA. He's been swip-swapping, trying to find the right place to go.
And here's an M80, the one that he finally gets to call home. Well, he's got the AWP in this round. Let's see what he can do with it. Set up at the door. Wolfy's going to put it to work. 1 kill off the AWP. And that's enough to strike a bit of fire, or fear rather, in CycLone. Oh, Moseyuh, wow, what's that? He's dropped down the ladder, and he's fighting for the lobby. 3 kills in the blink of an eye, and that should seal the deal on the round. It went from feeling like M80 could do something here, like they had a chance, to all of that being gone in seconds.
Yeah, it's a reasonable buy for M80. Switch has dropped this one over for Wolfy, so had faith in the AWP to do something, did all it could really. But Moseyuh with some fantastic shooting, and that's the one thing that you can't deny for a team like 5yclone. Man, these guys are sharp. They have the aim. And that's why I'm excited as well for Group B, where we get to see Lin Vision, who massively impressed us on their EU debut last year with young players like Starry. There's some seriously talented Chinese aimers in this game. Oh, they almost lined up. If only he could pull this shot, but Mercury is quick to it. And 5yclone are 4-1 up and getting rid of the AWP, putting M80 in a devastating economical situation. They're going to buy here? All right. Going to get rifles. We'll be lacking util, we'll be lacking AWP, but M80 want to fight for it. I respect it.
Oh, this. What was this?
Clean. That's what it was.
It literally looked like an aim trainer, the way that they're just kind of flying out from every corner.
He's in the lab.
Now, this is scary form showing from 5yclone to open this up. I think most notably right now, it's JamYoung set up top of the board, 9-1.
Yeah. And these are dry run really well, these outside takes. Like, look at the smokes. He gets all the way to red, waits for a very open flash. That has to be well dry run, well communicated to know where the flash is popping, when you're peeking. And look how much space, 122, he's in heaven. And there's no way M80 are ready for this at the moment. They have a guy backside looking, but he's not in a hurry to play because Kaze's got a pick. And they can just chill out. The longer JamYoung sits here, the less he'll be expected. Especially with Malbs down in hell, looking around. Swisher is getting pressured B. Oh, that's a clean headshot. Swisher finds two. A4 King. He even used to take it on the T side. And now it's really up to JamYoung to save the round. Malbs has come up the ladder, patient position, and it does deliver.
And when you see him wrapping heaven like that, you know that 5yclone were looking to use that to gain a bit of leverage over this top site. Kaze heard on the tag in main. And so now they know that this A-split was attempting to come through. They don't have to give Kaze a fight here, but he will get swung on from heaven. There's more than enough to kind of respond to that in the event that he dealt with the heaven player. Would have been swung from triple, so M80 are poised well. They don't end up having that one get away from them. Well played from Swisher down towards that B site.
He's the only reason that round gets complicated, because I feel like if Swisher dies there, 5yclone could still pull the wall over and end upper, go for a heaven split. They have vent cut off. Maybe heaven blade catches, rotates moving out towards ramp. But instead, forced into a 2v4 and upper, M80 holds strong. Another vent pop for Moseyuh going out behind the door. Very easy to spam or nade him in this position, but they don't know. Conditioning being a factor, perhaps. Manx is looking for it. Swish can trade this. Oh, the wrong way, but Moseyuh just sneaks back into the door. Meanwhile, Seeker control taken by Mercury and a ramp pop on the cards. This molly timing is everything for Malbs.
Well, we've seen them, but they're ahead of it. JamYoung so clean on the opener.
Yeah.
And with Malbs dead, I thought we could have had a Malbs moment there. He's poised at ramp. He has the AK. Kind of his dream setup. Just wiped clean by JamYoung, and now the lobby re-aggro. It's being considered being held, and it will get traded. Moseyuh does not let Advent go down in vain. Wreck up close in the door, one more from the man, and now he's pinned in. Wolfy moves through main with the door smoked, and he's going to nail the shot to Moseyuh.
Oh! That is crisp.
Dude, Swisher didn't even react.
He can go B, he knows it, right? That secret rotate has just come up from Swisher. That's a lot of info for JamYoung. If he believes he can get a quick stick, Rek doubting it. Going back up the ladder. Swisher calls, I'm in position, don't you worry. Fake on the side. Can't stick this time, surely. They're everywhere, they're all around him. JamYoung has had a fantastic opener to this game, but time is not in his favor. M80 playing this very well right now, not jumping the gun. And now he's forced to stick. He's cleared his single door. He goes for it. They run out together. Can he isolate?
Oh,
good
my.
shot. But Wolfy's on the backstab, and M80 do just about survive. He was cooking there.
Yeah, there he was. He was kind of feeling it, man. Like, you could see that coming together. JamYoung very much had the read on how and when he was going to get peaked. He knew where the fights were coming from and how we could, you know, root to win that 1v3. But it stopped in its tracks by Wolfy. This was like the no-reaction shot from Swisher. Didn't even crack a smile after one-tapping a guy all the way up in heaven.
Just business. Swisher and Malbs, stars of this show. Or at least they're meant to be. And such an important game for either of these teams because they're both kind of unproven, but both with the potential of getting to playoffs, I think, in a group like this, where there isn't a third open spot up for debate. Thanks. Holding strong back sight. Everyone does their duty. JamYoung, inevitable. Oh, not pretty for Swisher, out of ammo.
Oh,
he gets out, smooth
out with the
movement.
AK.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Still JamYoung, very exciting player to get to watch.
Yeah.
And he really is having a field day right now, up 12-4. It's kind of insane, isn't it?
It's a shame. Advent continues to struggle individually when we see him in Europe. 007.
You know, for Advent, I think it's a bit of a weird one because he was never like some crazy fragging IGL in the first place. But I also just think, you know, the guys kind of had a weird relationship for a little while with kind of his stance. I mean, in the scene, right? He went to coaching for a while. He ducked out to do that. Then he felt like he wasn't as influential over the game, so he came back to playing. But you know, he has been doing this a long old time. I think his playing career is like 10 years now, or something of the like.
Yeah, 31 years of age.
So, you know, I think for this guy, you're watching someone who maybe from like the leadership and the experience perspective is the best guy for the job. But in terms of individual performance, maybe probably is past their prime.
Yeah, you do wonder if that's holding this roster back. Sometimes we see him have these really quiet games when he comes to Europe. And this is one of them. Let's see if Advent can recover. At least there's other pieces of the firepower active in 5yclone right now. Oh, Manx with aggression off the nade, and Moseyuh backs off, giving Manx a lot of room. Got to worry about above him. They are on the roof. Manx has cleared almost all of lobby, and Moseyuh has no idea. He'll think that's a ramp push from the backside player. JamYoung comes in on main, and Rek needs to hold the cross.
Mercury dead. JamYoung going to push this down.
So
we'll get the trade. Dude, it's so clean, isn't
Actually
it?
Gross.
It doesn't even feel like the same game. JamYoung! Another kill from the guy.
What has he had for breakfast, Harry?
Bloody hell. He is just destroying them right now. 3 kills in the round from JamYoung, and he's even hungry for more. JamYoung is on for the ace right now. And Wolfy's best bet might just be to go into hiding.
He's hunted this save before, but he's not down lower this time. If he reroutes Secret, there's an ace on the cards here, Harry. JamYoung's going for it right now.
Go on, JamYoung.
Oh, you can just tell in his aim that he is having the best day.
Yeah, it's one of those days where it just feels like everything's lining up, you know, it almost feels effortless. Like you're actually kind of, you're not even focusing as hard as you normally do. It's all just seamless right now if you're JamYoung.
That's so sad for
So he's not going to get the ace, but 4 out of 5 in the round is not bad. And it's enough to single-handedly put a round on the board for 5yclone. JamYoung at nearly 20 kills deep, and we're not even 10 rounds into this game yet.
So screw it. Doesn't matter if Advent can't get a kill yet if JamYoung's going to be pulling out entries like this. This one, oh, that's delicious. Chev, do me a favor. Just stay on JamYoung all game.
On the topic, you know, you were just saying about how you wonder if that holds the team back. I think that's something that's held back, you know, throughout really all of the CSGO history in a way. Kind of the Chinese squads that have attempted to come together is like, who do you get as the IGL?
Sure.
I think during the the most successful time of a team like Tyloo, you either had Buntet at the helm or you had Excurate
and we can't exactly
make it happen.
That's the issue. You know, we already talked about the communication problems that come with old Tyloo and Buntet and things.
Yeah.
You know, that was at least in an era of CS where you didn't need to be as comm heavy. You can't compete at Tier 1 EU now without being strategic, without having depth. And so, yes, Advent certainly adds that and the experience, but you know, at the same time, tier 1 teams rarely have in-game leaders that can't frag.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? And so I think that's something where it's like, for CycLone, we often say, you know, Asian teams is kind of lagging behind on the meta a little bit. And it feels like for these guys, it's the idea that they don't have an IGL that can put up numbers, right? Which has kind of been a bit of a requirement in Tier 1 today.
Oh, my.
Wolfy making a play out in the yard.
Don't know how he got away with that one. Swisher like coming to help him through the smoke, and Wolfy need no help.
And that's JamYoung dead as well. Yeah. So, you know, now that he's removed from the round, they lose Mercury as well. Someone else who likes to be involved early. Advent finally is on the board. At 1 and 7, gets his first kill there.
Recoverable round. They get to reset. They're a man down, but A is actually weak right now after that frag, and so M80 will have to shuffle. They drop in a player backside silent as the util comes in. It's great timing. If a player can bait for another, they drop down the vent. Bye-bye. Molly for it as well. If a bomb can go down, that would be massive for the money, and Wolfy misses his shot. They cross in. Molly will come onto the back of the site, but Advent will get the plant even if he perishes. It was worth it for Advent, because Moseyuh might save the day. 2-on-2 now from a 3-on-5. Can they chase him down? Backstab is there. Kaze with a crucial headshot, and Swisher now on the clock.
Swish is done. Moseyuh gets rid of him, and CycLone win that 3v5 after Wolfy delivers a double kill out in the yard to open the round. You think it's as good as done for M80, and CycLone go on to win it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say the setup for M80 is poor there, right? They reset fully, they clear ramp, they drop back site. They have a really good A-hold, but the one gap is the vent dive. And after finding that hot roof kill, Advent, who we were just talking about, calls a perfect round, dies in the molly for the plant, and the plant is so important for CycLone.
And yeah, you know, just to like finish off our conversation on the guy, I guess, would just be to say, you know, I think in terms of the fact that, as we were talking earlier on, one of the biggest issues for kind of getting these teams going in the past has been finding that IGL, someone with the experience who can lead, who can, you know, operate versus top squads. Well, I think Advent very much proved himself back in the day under some of those Vici lineups that he could do that. And so you bring in someone who has a vision of the game, someone who is the IGL, someone who will take hold of a game in that fashion. And I think really that's probably what CycLone need. Advent isn't here to be a fragger. He's not meant to ever be top in the charts. If he is, you're in for a bad time.
I'm going to make the comparison to the Mongolian scene as well, because I feel like the Chinese scene, the Mongolian scene now is what the Chinese scene was in Asian CS heyday, 2015, 2016, you know, teetering on the edge of 17. Where we saw, you know, like the most dominant scene in Asia was China. Now it's Mongolia. It's not really up for debate. We have so many rosters and players that have come to EU and have actually put on a show. And even in, not IHC, but the Mongols right now, even they are having issues with the same thing in in-game leading, right? At one point it was Blitz, went over to Hasteka. He's now just been benched, so even they can't find their golden five, as it were. We thought we saw it in IHC, but even Score got removed. The Asian scene is in a weird place right now. Score ended up, I think, on NKT with Gratisfaction. When was the last time you heard that name, Harry?
I'm always down to respect the Grat.
Oh, yeah, Grat-a-tat-tat, but where he at?
I think you just said NKT, right?
Oh, yeah, kind of. It was more rhetorical. I would like to see that roster come to Europe. JamYoung.
All right, what absolutely wild stuff is JamYoung about to do?
No one's even here, Harry. This main drop, that's 50-50. That's Swisher wins it if he drops. And the orb is back in hell.
But I don't know. I see JamYoung kill people in the air a lot.
That is true.
Kind of a unique talent of his. Don't know how easy it is to replicate, but he feels like he nails it. Yeah, replicable.
Not replicatable.
replicatable.
Oh, Wolfy's read it though. He's moving outside with a late clear. This is important information for M80 because we're about to see a ramp hit and Wolfy hits his. Malb's playing safer this time. Not going to get caught fiddling with nades and they won't go ramp because they lost outside. Mercury down B. Do they want to vent bomb and meet him there? Kaze potentially setting up hut roof molly. Could be a problem for Manx. Could be a way in for CycLone. He's throwing the Carrigan molly. Okay, CycLone are cooking, but this will not be an easy round. No pick is going to be presented down on B.
They're going to break
shoot windows, yeah.
No, they're not. They're just lobbing in the exec to try their hand at the vent drop. The bomb makes it down. Ooh, the bomb makes it down, and Moseyuh returns with a double, but someone's got to grab this bomb, and that really is to be Mercury with only 20 seconds left. Mercury's got to get a move on, and Kaze's going to try and wrap into main. Now, they don't know that Mercury's already down lower, so right now there's a route where he can get this plant. He's made noise now, and there's Kaze catching a main player. Mercury could get found crossing in. Malbs has just left the site. He just left ramp as the door swings open, and so he doesn't get to find this bomb. Will eventually deal with Mercury, and now might try and rush this defuse. It's just Kaze left in it, and he's made it past the man at stairs. Now out through the double door. Wolfy deals with him, puts him down, and M80 will keep a leash on that round after all.
What did they shout? That was long. I want to know. Oh, can we get it back up? They went on a big speech, big rant there. And yeah, I think M80 gets scared that maybe CycLone are going back up the vent, right? They've seen that before. That round, Harry, even though we had a massive double opener through door, it comes down to this on Manx. The molly lands hut roof, but they push before it. He doesn't get burned out of position. Imagine if he was, what that could have been in a 2v4 back the other way for CycLone. Great AWP dodge for Kaze. It's not enough, though.
What are you doing outside? Help the team!
What are you doing outside? Help the team. I
don't know. He was doing what he could, you know.
He killed Rek. I mean, sure.
It's not easy to be the guy throwing the util on top of hut and then making it into lobby.
I'm tilted from that.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
That was I actually love that round for CycLone. Like they're playing different, but they got some flair to them. And
oh, Mercury about to show him how you help outside. Check this out.
Oh yeah, how'd that go for him? Swisher.
All right, Wolfy, come on then.
They love going ramp and going back to lobby. But not in this round. They even lose lobby. So, got to go B into 3. This is a perfect setup for M80. They know the CycLone of love lower. This is a great read right now for M80. Every player in the right position, but the smoke will force Malbs into a solo fight, a solo venture, only good for one. Through the door for Swisher. It's Rek with the spam instead. Bomb loose. 2-on-4. They've done it before.
They have, and these are the two to do it, right? It would be Moseyuh and JamYoung if you were ever going to expect CycLone to hook up a 2v4 like this. But Moseyuh throws it all away. JamYoung dead in the double door. M80 starting to close this gap up.
I do like that M80 are talking smack, though. I do find that fun. Like, in general, the NA teams do like doing it. We saw Hexed on EG.
Does Wolfy remind you of any popular, streamer type?
Does Wolfy remind me of a streamer?
Come on, think about it.
I kind of see it, but I don't. Is it obvious?
I think he looks like Ludwig, right?
Oh, that's the one.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I see that.
We got it. You've had XQC make his appearance in the CSGO server.
Yeah. That one's really just the hair, though.
Yeah. I think this one's like more.
Yeah, I can see.
I think there's more of a basis for this one. Fast play out into the top site. And wrecked by util. Wrecked in nature. Swisher can't hold on. And Moseyuh's found Wolfy in main. Well, Malbs have fun saving. Life of a B ramp player, I guess. Kind of sucks, don't it?
I would love to see CycLone just yell something now, but not heard anything of the sort. They've shouted a little bit. Cheers of Yoy. And great reason to be joyful at 8-6, winning the T-side half on Nuke, and maybe more. Nice little explosion on Apple. We haven't really seen anything like that. Ooh. Depth, of course. British coach out in NA for a long time. Weighing in on the M80 timeout. This is the JamYoung breakdown. That was a disgusting opening kill. He's had a fantastic game as JamYoung. He's been jumping over everything right now.
I'm telling you, dude, he loves a jump.
Round. Yeah, look.
He's got such a, like, so many of these. It's just the highlight of a guy flying off main and getting a kill from it.
Yeah. This is fun. This is a good game right now. Can CycLone cook up a 9th on this T side? That would be monumental. Oh, the cross spotted. Mercury flying through the sky.
Dude, Switch is spooked. He doesn't really know how to respond to that.
He's got a gap, though. Bye-bye.
That one's free. Mercury dead. JamYoung and a main drop and a dream. Oh, flash goes over. But Swisher won't learn about the man on top silo. JamYoung's actually leaving it now.
Early B rotate, we've seen a lot of lower takes, but there's no route right now open for lower. Wolfy's got the cross outside. Mab's still jiggling on ramp with a molly. I feel bad for Mabs in this position. Sure, you can get multi-kills, but he's just kind of getting avoided, pushed down into B, in a position where 1-for-1 is pretty standard. So I feel like this isn't a role for Mabs to star in, and CycLone are going to go A anyway, so he will continue to be avoided. At least you're not saving in this round. Rex saving the day. Bomb dropped with 2 for the top. JamYoung, don't stop.
Gonna have to be something really special here for CycLone in the 2v5. Not a bad way for it to start. Kind of a crazy tag up onto the rafters.
But they're everywhere.
I would have loved for that to have been a killing blow. That would have been the invitation. Instead, JamYoung is going to have to do something crazy, and as he creeps out the hut, he's a dead man. Kaze is spammed out, and so this first half finishes split right down the middle. CycLone narrowly leading at 8-7. the big performance out of JamYoung and the boys. CycLone are up in the lead right now, but only barely at 8-7. M80 started to close the gap there towards the tail end of that when you started to get folks like Wolfy, Swisher, and Rec activated and switched on. I think it felt like it kind of started with Wolfy and his AWPing taking a bit of ownership of the game, and then that kind of spurred through the ranks here. It's tightened the game up at least. What have CycLone got for us on their CT side? Dual Berettas for Mercury, and they will be tested on top of the hut. 1 kill from him. Kaze barreling through the main smoke is enough to peel the attention away from the top of hut, and they will throw fight after fight the way of M80.
That felt so limp. What happened at Malbs? It did, Harry. It did. There's
That's the first time you said that.
Yeah, it is actually. Thank you. Malbs gets great routing. He gets out, jumps out, gets a Tetris. The Julies are spamming. Not a single person follows him hut. They all go door, but it feels delayed. It feels 1 by 1. Then the last guy comes out hut. It's where, yeah, the timing of the hut, last 3 door. Malbs said no one would trade him. He's playing to get traded. No one's trading him. That's a really weird pistol for M80. Upper rush is a great call, but executed pretty poor. And CycLone, yeah, easy. They get to isolate. They have 3 players up, but there is no sweat. Kaze making that AWP money. Swisher hit a big dig, but that is it. Wolfy glocks him down. Goes for the MP9, but, I mean, Mercury could just swing. There's nothing.
I don't know, this could still get kind of weird. This could get kind of weird in a 2-on-3, don't you think? Especially with, like, CycLone. CycLone are giving them a fair deal of respect. They're like, okay. They own the yard, and so that's going to give M80 a bit of room to go back and pick and choose some other battles here.
I like the reset. Go
Eagle
back
for Malbs, MP9 for Wolfy.
No armor.
Sure, no armor. That's always going to suck. But all I'm saying is they're 1 kill away from this round, potentially getting super scary. For example, as they go in a lobby now, they have 2 fights on top side, but in the event that they decided to go ramp, there's only JamYoung there. That's a workable round.
I would not want to go into JamYoung right now. Famas off angle.
Oh, they are going to go ramp. Oh, bloody hell.
JamYoung, don't overcomplicate. Just shoot them. Oh, he's rotated.
Oh, no, he's going down.
Well, this is fine. 20 seconds, unless they go heaven, in which case it's not so fine. They've got to run. JamYoung's won the round. He's in the cubby.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. He's in the corner. They have no idea. Easy round for JamYoung, and Malbs will fall as well. Well done for JamYoung. It's a dangerous timing to drop, considering they could go heaven, but at 20 seconds, he knows they won't. All right.
You agree.
You were scared.
I had the potential to at least.
You were scared. What were you scared of?
For a moment, right?
What were you scared of?
Crazy.
JamYoung does not forgive. JamYoung does not forget. 10-7, and this full buy better start strong for M80, or this could end quick.
Oh, JamYoung's been left to juggle util out of the spawn.
Someone's got
he's
to.
a little slower getting into position here. Swisher. Fast off the top of main, drops in, but no JamYoung. He's knocked out by Mercury. And Moseyuh's even holding on to the extremities down in secret. Now, that's kind of a rough-looking fight, honestly.
Yeah, why did he reach them? Did he see them?
Yeah, I think he saw them and he realized that they saw him get into that corner.
Bit of a seesaw. That tips in the favor of Manx. A little luck. Malbs, he could get a kill here. This is a play. But Mercury tucks in. JamYoung just runs into B on his own. Good flick for Malbs. Can the bomb survive? JamYoung will deny it. Doesn't want to let it go back up the vent. What a play from JamYoung, but he doesn't stop it in time. It goes all the way up. And now that empty A site is an open world, an open opportunity for Malbs and Wolfy.
JamYoung's
just crazy.
He's just going. He's gone. He's up the vent already. And so the pressure's now been applied before M80 could get the bomb planted. You hear the stick. They almost want a challenge. They know there's one man on the bomb right now. And so CycLone claps upon the top site.
So let's just do JamYoung routing that round. He goes ramp. He drops B instantly. He fights door, kills one, follows up the vent, swings back site A. Like, he is in your face. He is not respecting you right now. And with the game he's having, my goodness, I need to watch the JamYoung demo back. Mercury made this pretty as well. Sucked the wind out of M80 immediately.
What a horrible sentence and noise combination.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Hugo.
11-7, and M80 in trouble.
Might look to run back another one of these top hits. Instead, going to go back to the spawn, line up some of this util out in the yard. I don't know, when I see all these mollies, I think, what are you going to do with them, M80? It's now the cross smoke's down, going to be allowed to cross over into secret. Swishet so blind by that flash. But he's been able to make it down, goes unchallenged, unchecked, and the bomb has to stop at red. Only one more smoke remaining. I wonder, are they going to try and block off hell with this one remaining smoke? Where's Malbs right now?
Smoke's
Oh,
gone in
he's
main.
there. He's smoking main and dying indoor.
They've cleared it. They hear it. And JamYoung right on time. But that's an ugly spray from JamYoung. Still taking one. Bomb loose. Rec playing with the door. And CycLone right on the edge here of fighting for this control. Do they want to jump the gun, or will they give a bit of respect over? You'd like to think so. They play with their door player. Wait that smoke out. Out he swings. Swisher dead. Rec now has to win the round. Pulling nades as well. They're chasing him down. Rec cannot do it as Moseyuh just flies in. And Wolfy now, no gun to find this round either. He's got a molly. I'm not sure if that'll reach it, though. They're on the stick. It's the low player, but they smoke it. Great teamwork for CycLone. They don't even let it get close. And Wolfy must save. It's a good eco, but it's also 12-7. Time is ticking.
I absolutely love the way that who was it? Was it Mercury who left in? Yeah,
Moseyuh didn't. Someone else fell in. Moseyuh was
Yeah.
on top. Kaze flew in.
Kaze leapt in. I love that. The way he did that, it was like the music video by Go West, Call Me, if you've ever seen it.
Nope.
Bit of a banger.
Oh,
Take a look at this. Advent domed. Oh, Manx tries his hand
Like
at the
this.
transfer. But it's Swisher to deal with it. 3-on-3. Top site secured. Bag potentially secured for M80 here. They've just got to hold on in the 3-on-3. And with the player trapped in the vents, oh wait, it's JamYoung here trapped. Straight up and into the action, but shot in the back. Rec will deal with him.
I like that play, though. The idea was there. Rec was just in the door, had good cover. Molly goes early. That gives a bit of time for CycLone, but then Molly hits Moseyuh and skirting out now. They don't need to give this fight over. Wolfy can just tuck in for the cross. A bit dangerous here, but the smoke forces Moseyuh to make his mind up, and he picks the wrong way. That's surprising. Rec was just there, repositioned now to Hut, and saving his Kaze. When in doubt, up a hit. And it works wonderfully for M80. Is it replicable, though, Harry? That's the question.
That is a good question. Is it possible to replicate this? Do they have the facilities for that, boss man?
We'll have to find out.
That's what we have to find out, eh, Hugo?
Yeah, we'll find that out, Harry. That's unlucky. Hut roof molly burns Malbs. He has the right routing, looking into the wall, anti-flash.
Malbs has got to have like the worst game here, man. In the
like
first half, he was just sat at ramp and being told like, oh, well, we lost.
He got sold on the pistol. He got
them.
sold on... yeah, these CycLone fellas aren't letting you play for fun. This is a nice wrap. JamYoung has to stop it. He's had a couple of messy sprays here, Harry, in the last few rounds, and that will be one of them. Only saw one of two players. Can Moseyuh find it? Beautiful.
Oh,
They hop in the lockers. Quick, skirting through, slides on. They chase him down. Good shot for Swisher, but he will not survive the fight. 3-on-3. M80 down B. This is a Malbs round, by the way. Malbs warning.
Malbs warning.
Wait for him later.
All right.
Oh, that's a good shot. And I've got nothing for you there.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. That one's going to leave a mark. Big Manx in this all alone. One kill from the Manx man. Can he find any more? Two in from the ramp side as Manx tries to make this happen. Orp is chimed in on his position, trained in, watching for it. It's Advent to dome him on the swing. And so CycLone lock him out of the clutch attempt.
Hey, may not be a big fragger, but impactful kills for Advent in this game so far. He's had a couple of important ones. That 3-on-5 comeback on T side, closing a difficult 2-on-1 where Kaze stuck at ramp with the Orb, holding window. It's not an easy round for CycLone. They get it done. This kill, oh, he saw him on the jiggle. Man, you felt like Malbs was set up to play late, and he just gets domed by Mercury. This three-pronged fight of JamYoung, Mercury, and Moseyuh, ferocious firepower. And that's not even talking about the AWP star. Right now, 13-8, 1T round in this game for M80. That was the upper rush. Did you really want to run it back? Surely not. AWP is out. Kaze has a spawn. Will he play yard?
I think this is the Malbs round. I'm watching his early routing. I've got a good feeling about this one. Got a good feeling about this guy right now. Swisher opens, Kaze goes aggressive to reply. Manx with a random bullet. Well, managed to find him. Malbs out through the door and down the vent now.
Okay.
I told you, man, you can just tell from how he begins it. Everything felt smooth. Everything felt calculated for Malbs MD there.
Oh, Manx.
And it's just JamYoung left.
Just?
Well, yeah, it is.
Put some respect on his name, Harry.
Man.
This is...
Like, he's 1v4. Come
Mr.
on
Young.
Come on now. You don't win these rounds. Oh, he sees the shadow. That one's free. JamYoung, surely not. Nade up into heaven, going to bring him down even lower. And so now it is truly cooked.
If this Jam was any younger, it would be just sugar and fruits, Harry. Not ripe enough for this round. He will be saving. Money is actually now a factor for CycLone, worth noting. That AWP is tantalizing. JamYoung might be able to get it. They're saving. So he'll go for the AWP. That's a big pickup because we've had some close rounds, some 2 players surviving, 1 player surviving rounds here in the last couple for CycLone. So an important AWP saved. And might just see them buy round this. He could get a rifle. 1 more on Advent. 3 guns. 2 players on a 1500 force anyway. Probably CycLone's best bet. But M80 with some swift shots. Swisher's entry, Manx's double up. This flick for Malbs. What's not to love?
I got some bad news though.
Go on.
This one is not a Malbs round. I didn't like the way it started, Hugo.
No, how did it start?
I don't know, just something about
spawn.
the look in spawn, man. It just felt like last round it had the it factor.
Okay.
This round it did not. Kind of like a new form of casting, really.
Yeah, just reading from how they look in spawn in freeze time. It's one of the... Oh!
Malbs round! Hello! Hello! Maybe we're wrong on this. Although that's RNG, right?
You say we. You say we. I mean, this is all you.
That's a smoke spam, right? Anyone can do that. Literally anyone. Okay. Let's see if he can do something.
So now he's fragging, fight. You're holding him back?
Well, hang on. No. I mean, I'm never going to hold Malbs back. This is Malbs MD. But all I'm saying is let's see him in a fair fight, Hugo.
Okay, let's do it. Maybe outside flash. Got to make a play here if you're CycLone. Don't want to lose all this space. A gamble on upper will not be right. Moseyuh spams Malbs down, and maybe you had a point, Harry. He's very low.
He's hurt, isn't he?
And look at the routing.
Dead through the smoke now, of course.
No.
He's not. Moseyuh will let them cross into the garage.
Lobby clear is nice, but it might be misinfo. I say that the bomb's going B, but it's going to give them a get out clause with 2 players wrapping hell. Oh dear, they might get caught. Malbs, timing is everything, and he's dead. 1 more. They've seen Swisher. They might be forced to commit lower, but there's no rotates in time right now. If anything, this fake going wrong has helped M80 just stick that bomb, win the round. Might see a save here. They're grouping ramp quick, seeing if an opportunity presents itself. But I don't know if it will.
Oh, JamYoung.
Needs this kill.
It's so weird because if he misses Swisher, Swisher can kill everyone as they save.
Round's done either way. Oh, you're right. Oh, that's crispy. JamYoung will trade this. They can save that.
Honestly, that could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
So, you know, the one and done from Swisher, I think you'll take that. If you're CycLone, that could have been way worse. Everyone was walking out of hell right as JamYoung went into credit and Swisher was looking there.
I'd love to know what that round was if everything went to plan, right? The double hell wrap with 3 lower on the bomb. Would they come up vent there?
I didn't really know.
Or is that just a way to stop vent and ramp rotates? You kill the first guy, kill Mabs, you think it's empty, but CycLone did late check garage, so they just saw Swisher. He did a great job of surviving. After getting spotted, if he dies early there in that 4-on-4, you retake. JamYoung has secret, you have ramp on 3, that's a round. But
what would you
Swisher
say?
lives.
What would you say to Chad Sponge Birchall if he was asking you how you're doing, Hugo?
I'd say I'm doing all right.
Okay, good. He wasn't asking that.
Oh.
That should give him the answer he was looking for. Kaze holding on to the back of the lobby. Wolfy dead. And a 5v4 ensues. CycLone have been looking for that round to break the mold. And all that glitters is gold here, as they are up 5-on-4. Hugo.
Indeed. Only shooting stars can break that mold there, Harry. Gotta remember that. Mercury amongst those very stars. Planetary in size, but will come crumbling down. A black hole on this A site that Malbs now wants to crack open. He's running in. This guy has no fear, and he gets the entry. Low health dead. Moseyuh cannot contain the spray. Swisher on for the clutch, on for the round. 1v2. Vent drop is a timing, but that door smoke is scary. He needs to just take it or not. That's an AWP or an AK. Who cares? He needs the kills. And very patient here in this 2v1. They actually cleared A. JamYoung is not patient. He's walked out upper. They've figured it out. Kaze's got the spot. Can Swisher find the shot? Just trying to bait the AWP out, but there's the backstab. JamYoung is unrelenting on this CT side. They're 2v1. They know where he is. He just walks out hut alone.
I really love watching JamYoung play.
It's crazy.
It's so cool. And, you know, it is just how he's so determined to go and just find out for himself in a lot of these moments, right?
Beat your timings. Like, you feel like you know where he is. He's somewhere else already. Like, that looks silly. If Swisher's just sitting back sight, JamYoung walks and he dies, suddenly you have a 1v1v and AWP. That looks silly. We criticize that. But it works. So what do you say?
I simply nod silently in approval.
It's fun to watch.
Which is not good for a cast. But
no, true.
It works. It's all you can do when you get to witness JamYoung doing this. Nearly 30 kills deep across the first map right now.
It's also a sign of the game you're having, right? You probably don't make that play if you're 1-10, but 26-11. He's been winning every fight. Crosshair in the right place, clicking at the right time. Malbs. Not popping this time. And a standard hut roof molly. Mercury won't remain. Oh, he wants to stop vent dive. Does he think they're down already? They are not. They are following him into that upper site. Advent at the back shoots his teammate, and they will have to call that one off. Maybe a spam could have got them in. But again, Malbs, he gets sold. For what?
Oh, Kaze had to go pretty huge at ramp there. JamYoung tries to move in and take up position. But he gets caught on a bit of an island. His teammates have already dropped down lower. Both Moseyuh and Mercury are here ahead of time. They can swing the door and peek together. And Moseyuh lights them up with a beautiful spray transfer there. Clean as hell. Love that.
I still have a lot of faith for M80 in this series with the other maps coming up, with Anubis next, with Overpass as a third. Overpass especially. I think CycLone are going to be lacking on the depth on Anubis, but one thing they're not lacking on right now is the firepower. That has been CycLone's all game. We've seen signs of it for M80, but not to the consistency, not to the degree CycLone have given us. Run boost outside, and Kaze picks him out the sky.
M80 still fighting for this yard control, but that will see them give up the 4v4. I wonder now that the playing field is level. I saw JamYoung on the minimap looking a little, jiggly over towards ramp, but he's just, he's just playing the drop down. Okay. I was wondering if maybe he was looking to push in the 4v4.
It will be an option.
One of them
Not
for
the best.
JamYoung.
Compare Malbs and JamYoung on ramp, right? Like, obviously, team's been in very different positions. He's had a lot more action here. At least rounds ending B, so he gets to rotate.
He does want to push, by the way.
He's running into lobby. Come on, Rex got to call that.
Not. This ain't young Jam. This is bloody marmalade here, man. Come on the push. He tries it. He tries it, but he will get out. It's all the bait to try and bring them into Kaze's AWP.
That's such a good call for JamYoung because now he gets to rotate, right?
Exactly,
like,
right?
Kaze, you take
set
ramp,
up
bro.
your teammate, and in doing so, you have complete freedom to go wherever you want.
And he'll need to out upper with a pop.
Mercury, first point of contact. Last point of contact for Rek. He falls to the man at the top side. Tries to go down the vent.
Why?
That was one of the available options there.
He's like, that's a lurker indoor, right? No.
JamYoung. Oh, back on the angle. And he'll save the day with that one there. Advent dead up on top, but JamYoung's got a beautiful flash in through the heavens, trying to facilitate these peaks, trying to draw the attention away. The nade finds Wolfy. Malbs, there isn't time for him to win this. Kaze will take it to the clock as 5yclone pick up the dub in this opener. Nuke goes their way. 16-10. 5yclone are not playing around.